All right, this is question number 4, and question number 4 says the diagram below shows two lines L1 and L2. The equation of L1 is x plus 2y equal 10, and L2 passes through the point 0, -5 and is perpendicular to L1. It says express L1 in the form y equal mx plus c. Pretty much we need to rewrite L1 in standard form. So right here, L1 is x plus 2y equal to 10. So what you need to do is subtract x from both sides first. So you'll end up get 2y is 10 minus x. Now 10 minus x can be rewritten as negative x plus 10. Yeah, we can bring the minus x first and then put the plus 10. Then we divide both sides by 2. And dividing both sides by 2, this 2 cancel this 2. So we end up get y is negative x plus 10 over 2. So right here, the equation of the line in that form is y is negative x plus 10 over 2. And so if you simplify it, remember, from prep school days, what would we do? We would then separate it as two fractions. So this is y equal to negative 1 over 2 times x plus 10 over 2. But 10 over 2 is 5. So y is negative a half x plus 5. And that is your answer right here. Nice. Now the question, the next part of the question says, state the gradient of L1. The gradient of this line, L1, if we look at it, the gradient is m. And so the gradient is negative a half. Gradient equal negative a half. That's your answer. Nothing hard so far. Nice. Now the next part says, hence determine the gradient of L2. Now remember what they told us. They told us that L1 is perpendicular to L2. L1 is perpendicular to L2. This is the perpendicular symbol. If L1 is perpendicular to L2, that means the product of their gradients is -1. So that means that the gradient of the equation of L1 times the gradient of L2 is -1. But the gradient of L1 is what? Negative a half. So negative a half times the gradient of L2 is -1. So the gradient of L2 is -1 divided by negative a half. -1 divided by negative a half means that the gradient of L2 is 2. So that's the gradient of L2. -1 divided by negative a half, that's positive 2. Nice. That's that. Okay, part B gone to functions. Nice. Part B says, given that f of x is 1 over 3x plus 4, and g of x is 3x over x plus 1, determine f of 9. So to find f of 9, all we need to do is put 9 into the function. So this is going to be 1 over 3 times 9 plus 4, and that gives us f of 9. So let's put it into our calculator. Calculator time, 1 over 3 times 9 plus 4. And that gives us f of 9. F of 9 is 7. 7, beautiful number. Cristiano Ronaldo, that's 7. Nice. Now the next part says, calculate the value of fg of -3. To work out fg of -3, first you need to work out g of -3. G of -3 is going to be 3 times -3 over -3 plus 1. So when you work out g of -3, come put that into the calculator again. So put it into the calculator right here. And so we have 3 times -3 divided by -3 plus 1. That is equal to 9 over 2. This is 9 over 2. So look at that. Since g of -3 is 9 over 2, that means that f g of -3 The g of negative 3 part is 9 over 2. So this end up work out to be equal to f of 9 over 2. So now we need to put 9 over 2 into the function f of x. So now f of 9 over 2 is equal to, we put 9 over 2 for x. So again, we take out our calculator time. So it's going to be 1 over 3 times x, where x is 9 over 2, plus 4, and that is giving us 11 over 2. This is 11 over 2. So we can write, therefore, fg of negative 3 is equal to 11 over 2. 11 over 2. Nice. Okay. Now, the next part of the question says, determine the value of x for which g of x equal 5 over 2. G of x, remember, is 3x over x plus 1. And so g of x is equal to 5 over 2. I just need to transpose for x. That's nice. So we can cross multiply 3x times 2 to give us 6x. That's equal to, cross multiply here, 5 times x plus 1, which is 5x plus 5. Then we can subtract 5x from both sides to get 6x minus 5x equal to 5. And so 6x minus 5x is 1x. So x equals 5. And that's your answer. X is equal to 5. Now, if you don't believe it, you can actually check it out. Take out a calculator and do this. 3 times 5 divided by 5 plus 1. And you get your 5 over 2. You get your 5 over 2. Since you get your 5 over 2, no, so we're correct. X is indeed 5 over 2. Oh, nice. That takes care of question 4.